Hi, this is Catherine from Eigen Training. Today I wanted to talk to you about our online training. So some people are a little bit wary of online training because they think it's not going to be as good as face-to-face training. So I'm here to show you what we do to make our online trainings interesting. So we do online training either in a group or with one person. And it depends on whether we're in a group or with one person as to what exactly we do. So first of all, the app that we like to use the most for video conferencing is Zoom. Now, I know many companies don't use Zoom because of security worries. We do the maximum security that we can do through Zoom, but if your company does not allow Zoom, we're happy to use Teams or whatever app you want to do. We can even use the telephones, but it's definitely not as good. So let's have a little look at Zoom and the things that we can do. So here I am in the Zoom meeting, and you can see the important things that we use are the breakout rooms. So if we're in a group, I can put people into a breakout room, which means that they are with one or two other people and they can talk together, and then they can come back to the main room afterwards. It means you're not always talking to the same person, you get more time speaking. And in some of our trainings, for example, confident conference calls, I actually invite external people in, and those people join breakout rooms. And so participants have a chance to practice real English with real people, not just with me. Another great thing in Zoom, of course, is that we can use the whiteboard. So we're going to have a look at it here. And anybody can write on here. Oh, not very good at writing. Of course, you can type as well. And, oops. And anybody can write on here. So this is a very collaborative way of working. So I'm going to come out of Zoom now. And we're going to go back and have a look at some of the other tools that we use to make the training interesting. So first of all, I'm going to show you Mentimeter. So Mentimeter is something that we use for surveys or for choosing different answers. So in fact, you can access it. I get participants to use their phones to access it. You put in a code, and then you can vote. So I'm going to vote here. And then you can see what I voted. And this is another great collaborative tool. Another thing that I love to use is Kahoot for quizzes. So again, I get participants to access it from their phone. You can see I'm in this quiz. I'm going to start the quiz. So the questions come up on the shared screen that everybody can see. And then I can choose the answer on my phone. I'm going to choose the red. Yes, great. And another thing that we always do, especially when we're working in a small group or in a long training, is new vocabulary I put into an app like Quizlet. So you can see it makes flashcards, and then we can use those flashcards to play different games, and they can also access it at home to practice, because it's very important vocabulary, of course, to practice. So you can see here, first of all, which one is that? I think it's tout d'abord. Deuxièmement, secondly, do paperwork, paperasse. I'm worried about changing room. Great. Sometimes, depending on the group, I will use online board games or something like this I was using with one of my clients the other day. So there are all sorts of tools that you can find online. Or for example, my random picture generator, which I love. You just click on here and it gives you a random picture, which we can then use for speaking practice, to describe, for vocabulary, for all sorts of things. So I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of what an online class looks like. Of course, it depends on how many people are in the group, and it also depends on what we are doing, whether it's a long classical English language training or whether it's a short workshop. Things are different, but whatever we're doing, I try to integrate different tools and different ways of making sure that everybody has a chance to speak and everybody gets something out of it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. You can look on our site, www.eigentraining.com, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.